Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video I have the update for my project Level Up, which I wasn't expecting to film so soon. Honestly, when you're going to see this, it's just going to be the next month. But it's been like 2 weeks, maybe not even, since I filmed my last update. So in my last update, I was still on level 4 and I was working on my Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I had about, I think, 3 shades that I had to hit my usage goal on, so use them 4 times. And I had 1 more pan to hit. And of course, little spoiler, as you see this and know that it's not been a month yet, I have completed this level. So before we look at my palette, I just want to say the creator of this project is Sophie Alexandra. She is linked down below. Project Level Up is where you work on a palette. For level 1, you use every shade in that palette once, try to hit 1 pan. For level 2, you use every shade twice and try to hit 2 pans, and so on and so forth. There's people doing the Lite version, which allows you to not have to hit pan on a shadow, but just give it a usage goal, which in my opinion can be harder, because honestly I've been quite lucky with my palettes and hitting pan in like under 15 uses, but I have seen people do the Lite version and, you know, they do have like 15 or 20 usage goals on their shadows. So it's not as hard or as easy as it looks. Like, you know, it just depends on what palette you're working on. I have categorized mine in a wheel to be like what I'm comfortable working on for which level. I do have to update it, but honestly we're gonna go for level 1, so I'm gonna be picking out from all of my palettes. My Panda palette is of course not a contender, and I'm gonna do it as I've done previously, which is roll 3 palettes randomly and then pick one. That was a lot of information. You just want to see my palette, right? Let's go check my palette. So in the last update, I'm just gonna show you the palette. So these 3 shades I had not yet hit my usage goal on. I had to use this one 1 additional time. This one I had to use 1 additional time, and then this one I had to use 2 more times. So I've done that, and I've hit another pan. So the pan is in the shade right here called Electric, the shimmery purple. So last update I was debating on hitting pan in either the shimmer or the matte purple, and I did use the matte purple a fair bit, but I realized that the shimmer one was going to be easier to hit pan on. To recap, I had to use this shade once more, which I did. I had to use this shade once more, which I did, and then this one twice more. I've hit pan in an additional 4 times, so a total of 6. It's not focusing, is it? A total of 6 on this shadow to eventually have a pan. And I've actually used the matte purple an additional 3 times, so 7 times in the project. So I have gotten quite good use out of this palette. So in total I've used this shade 4 times. We're going the other way. I've used this shade 4 times and hit a pan. I've used this shade 5 times and hit a pan. No, 6 times actually. I've used this shade 6 times and hit a pan. I've used this one 4 times. I've used the middle one 4 times. I've used this one 4 times and hit a pan. Then this one I've used 4 times. That one I've used 6 times and hit pan. And then this one I've used 7 times. Gotten a good use out of this palette. Looks a lot more loved. I did really enjoy it. The purples did kind of stain my eyes, which I think is sort of common for those types of shades, but it was okay. I mainly used them as liners on my upper lash line, and the blues I used as liners on my lower lash line, or both, you know. So this one, the sticky note is rolling out. We have completed level 4. Now, this project actually goes up to level 5, and if you want, you can then renew. I'm not feeling confident enough to do level 5, so I'm gonna go back to level 1. And level 1 has all of my palettes in here, so all of them are eligible except for my Panda palette. I'm gonna roll 3 randomly and I'm gonna pick my palette. I'm slightly nervous. There's also some new palettes in here that I'm not really sure if I'm comfortable working on them, but I've just left them in. Okay, so the first one is my Glam Shop singles, and this one says 24, but I've since moved them into a very big palette. I honestly don't know how many there's in there right now, so I should have counted. We can count later. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do that one, so let's roll another one. Glam Shop Colorum. Okay, it really wants me to do Glam Shop, I guess. And the third option is Glam Shop Singles 12. Okay, so honestly that's not gonna work because my Glam Shop Remix is in my 12 pan palette, and the other Glam Shop singles are all in one palette, which, let me grab that, is this one. This now has all of my other Glam Shop singles in there. There is 37 eyeshadows in here, if I count that correctly. 37. Then we have the Colorum palette from Glam Shop, and that one looks like this. I recently finished this eyeshadow, so there's 7 left. I mean, that's also doable for level 1. And then, like I said, the 12 pan Glam Shop, you know, is non-existent. That's in the big one. So I'm gonna roll again for that one. Long story short, what was I babbling on about that? For the third option, Revolution Puss in Boots. Okay, so if you know, I have worked on one of these Revolution palettes. I worked on the Fairy Godmother one for level 3. This is the Puss in Boots one, which I haven't used at all yet. Honestly, I would love to pull this in for like level 2 or 3. I think, and you can call me crazy if you want to, I think I'm gonna go for my Glam Shop singles. Just got my HelloFresh delivery. Not sponsored, by the way. I know some YouTubers get sponsored by HelloFresh. I always feel like HelloFresh is good for new customers. You know, they have all these codes and whatnot for special prices, and then once you're a customer, they'll like pay full price. So honestly, we always cancel our subscription after like 4 boxes. I think you get a code for, I don't know how much off of 4 boxes, and then we cancel. And then if you stay away for long enough, they beg you to come back and give you another code for, I don't know how many % off 4 boxes, and that's how we do HelloFresh. Anyway, that's beside the point. What I was trying to say is I think I'm gonna go for the big Glam Shop palette and, you know, use every shade once, which is gonna take a while, but there's a lot of shades that can work together in a look. And then hit 1 pan, which is honestly probably gonna be shimmer. I don't know what shimmer yet. These shadows, I mean, some of them are quite flaky. You can see the difference in texture on like this shimmer and that one. That is a very flaky one. They are not my favorite. They are not easy to work with, but there's some shimmers like that one, this one that I could hit pan on. Even that purple, even though that's also a little bit flaky. I don't know if it's gonna be a matte one. I don't think it's gonna be a matte one, but I have some that have quite good dips in there. Anyway, we're gonna do this one. Honestly, this project has really pushed me to not take the easy route, and it's proven to me that I can actually do that. I can survive that route, you know? So we're gonna do this big palette for level 1, which is exciting, and also nice that I now get a little bit more time to work on it because I'm early filming this update. So maybe in the next update I can already roll this out. I don't know, maybe that's a big goal, but I mean, I could try. I could definitely try. All right, I'm gonna stop blah blah blahing all around. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in one of my next ones. I have a lot going on. I have a lot of updates. I actually just filmed a video doing this look, which was more of a little chatty sort of get ready with me. If you haven't already, please check that out and, you know, leave all of your questions, comments on that video. I would love to do more of those types of videos and chat with you guys. And if not, then not. That's okay too. Yeah, thanks again for watching and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.